Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is something new. I've not done this before. It's actually really long overdue. I just want to say a massive thank you and a big shout out to my 160 subscribers. I don't know who every single one is. I know who most of you are. So please do me a favor. Just put your name in the comments. Let me know where you're from so I actually know who you are, because for me this is quite a personal thing that I share with you guys. So I actually want to know who you are as well. Don't be shy. Come on. Right. So the topic for today is I'm doing a question and answer session, which I should have done a long time ago, and I haven't had the chance to. I've been very busy. I'll explain that later on. So without further ado, I'm going to flip to the first question, which is here. Okay, so what made you start YouTube? I started YouTube actually a couple of years ago. It was another channel, MAkram101, which I'll leave the link for in the description. It was, okay, let me put it into context. I teach mathematics, but I'm an English graduate. I know. The thing is, in the UK, there's been a massive shortage of maths teachers, and there was a big push for people of other subjects to come in and teach mathematics. Now, that was quite difficult for me coming from an English background. So I used YouTube and relied on YouTube loads. I was on it every single day looking at tutorials and making sure that I understood what I needed to in order for me to pass my exams as a trainee teacher. And there's many other reasons as well, which I'll tell you a bit more about later on. Question number two, why did you choose the name Meals when your channel isn't about food? Okay, this is quite a typical one actually, because most people, when they see my channel, they assume that it's about food, okay, because of the name, of course. It's actually about mental, spiritual, and physical nutrition. So the three categories are brain food, soul food, and food. I know I haven't uploaded to every single category yet, but that's something to come. Um, the name itself is an acronym for Maths, English as an Additional Language, Science, and Society. So the theme is food, the theme is linked to the core subjects, and at the same time, it's a broader theme that's going to cover everything in your life, should I say. Okay, number three, why did you stop the other channel? Okay, technically, I didn't stop the other channel. I just took a massive break from YouTube, which is kind of cliche, I know, because I'm not like a YouTuber, so to speak. So taking a break from me, technically, I didn't even start, right? But I just felt that I wasn't going in the right direction. I felt like I wasn't doing what I intended to do, and the channel wasn't actually, it wasn't working out for me. So I just took a break, started focusing more on my teaching and everything else that I'm doing, living and eating mainly. Um, and then from there, I got the idea when I started teaching in Dubai, and I started thinking about what I actually want to do. At the same time, my wife was expecting, so there was a massive focus on us changing our habits in the house, making sure that we are eating the right foods, making sure that we're getting the right sleep, making sure that we are mentally prepared for what's to come, making sure that we have the right intentions. Now, I say we because although it was my wife who was carrying our daughter at the time, it's a two-way thing. You know, you can't just take a back seat and expect her to do everything. You can't expect her to, make sure that she's eating right. It's a two-way thing. If she's struggling, she might have good days, bad days. I need to step in, but I had to make sure that I'm doing it with her, which is why we instead of using I. Okay, number four. What is the purpose of this channel? Okay, the purpose of this channel is to cover the three main categories. The first one being brain food, which is lots of educational content based on the four core subjects. So you've got maths, English, science, and society. Why did I start off with maths? I am a maths teacher, that's why. And why did I use the term EAL? Well, that's the term used in the UK for students who have English as an additional language. Soul food is basically about spiritual side. People, it could be music, it could be culture, art, lots of different things. And food, my favorite part, which is basically lots of different foods that I've tasted and picked up from my travels and just food in general. Right. Number 5. Does it feel weird? Hell yeah, it does feel weird. It's something completely different. I mean, I can stand in a room. I'm picturing it now, full of 1,000 people, students, parents, visitors from outside, and I'm fine. I get a little bit nervous. Don't get me wrong, but I'm cool. I'm fine. I can actually stand there and I can deliver a speech. I can deliver a lecture or whatever it is that I need to do. But when it comes to talking to a camera, I feel really weird. I don't know why. It's just not normal for me to do this. But I'm getting used to it slowly, and I think now is a good time for me to practice it as well. I know these videos that I'm making right now are not going to be perfect and not the way that I want them to be, but I tell you what, I'm not shy to do it anymore. I think I've got over that barrier, and it's something that I actually enjoy doing now because I'm seeing lots of people taking benefit from what I do. So those are the 5 questions which I chose to answer in this video. If you want to ask me a question for the next video that I'm going to make, you can ask me in the comments below. If you don't want to make it public, you can email me on meals.makram101@gmail.com. I leave it in the description also. And then there are 2 other ways, Facebook and Instagram. If you want to support me in what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon, and I'll catch you in the next one.